What's good, casters? Plus Master here, aka Cobra Kai from the Jersey Devils. Thank you guys so much for watching. Today, I'm going to be going over my deck list that I took to the Cardboard Cult 2K in Marietta. And I'm also going to be going over, I provided a pie chart by being able to be provided with the numbers of different aura types that were played at this tournament by one of the homies that is a part of the Cardboard Cult and is a judge. I gotta double check on his name. I'll be bringing it up more because I want to do more work with Cardboard Cult and Cardboardia and stuff. They're a really cool shop. So yes, super stoked on that. Shout out to the Jersey Devils. Check out Sad Boy Slabs. He did a little video on the tournament, like with a little vlog thing, just kind of like what I'm doing right here. So if you like watching this kind of stuff, go check him out. He's got deck profiles, and he's definitely been more consistent than me. So go check him out. Go check out some of his deck licks and give him some love. But first, I'm gonna go over like a few like commercials. So please just hang on, listen to it. Hopefully you enjoy it. So right here, what I got is a homemade promo card for my game Pocket Dimensions. This is Sharky Boy, which is Cryptid Comfort made me the stuffed of Sharky Boy here. This is the only one made. But I am giving away this promo card. And I had some Dacto Boy ones also, but those are all gone. All I have is this. The reason I bring this up is because you can help support the game on Patreon, $10 a month, and then by the time the stuff comes out, you're probably going to be getting like shit for free, and you won't have to worry about buying it then. So I'm looking for people to help make it a little bit easier on my pocket to get this game out and get it out faster. I will be going over a little bit more about it because I'm going to be on Ted's Basement next Tuesday, which is going to be September the 13th. And I believe it's, what is it, like 8 o'clock Eastern time, so it should be like around 5, I'm thinking, here in California. So look forward to that. Be there, help support that shit. I'm getting I just had a lot of stuff going on with Long Beach. I went to go see The Weeknd and then this tournament, so I am just missing it by a little bit, and I'm like a week behind, which will probably end. This Ted's Basement Expo is like a little bit earlier, so I'm probably like a week or two away from having the actual cards to be able to show you guys for playtesting videos of Pocket Dimensions, which is going to be my very own card game that I am designing and doing the artwork for. But the artwork isn't finalized yet. I'm just getting it so that there's a good example of what the cards are going to look like, and then I'm going to do it in watercolor and like acrylic and the Copic markers, stuff like that. So it'll be like hand done. Right now it's digitally done just to be able to make the process a lot faster. I can click and drag and boom, there's color to it. You know, so it's a little bit simplified and stuff like that. So there's that news. Let's go into, by the way, that's another commercial. I'm going to be doing a giveaway at 200. I did want to do it at 250, but I just can't do that because I value that 100 people that I gave the first giveaway for getting 100. So making it at 150 just made me feel like that the very next, because it's the exact same number, right? 100 plus 100 is 200. So it makes it so like that 100 people are less valued, and then we need 50 more people to have them be valued, right? So I am going with 200, but I'm not like super well off, so my idea is we're gonna go doubles, so like 100, double of that is 200, double of that is 400. Then we'll go to 5, because 500 is a good number. It's a really good mark, because then I'll be able to make posts and stuff like that, and I can get your guys' opinions and maybe have some fun with that, with some funny surveys and stuff like that too. And then we'll go to 800, because that'll be double of 400, and then we'll go to 1,000, and then we'll take it from there. All right, so what I played was Torrential Rivers. I did make a few changes here. One of the main ones being I was playing this Water Submergence card, and in the Cardboard Colt side event for the release event things, I actually pulled a Caddy, which I call her Candy. And I ended up liking this card. I think this card works a little bit better than this card, so that's one of the adjustments I made, because I did notice some of the times in the tournament I use this just to draw one card, and this draws you 2 cards and gets you a body for 1 more aura, and if you have less non-aura pages than them, it comes in Awakened. So that's pretty good. That's one of the changes I made to the actual deck. Other than that, I like the deck a lot. I think it performed really well. Let's just go over some of the card choices here. I have 2 Chessie. I'd love to play it at a higher number, but I just don't think it's necessary. But when I had some water matchups, I was looking to draw that Chessie. I was just like, come on, where is it, man? Like, I can finish this game if I get a Chessie on board and smack him a couple of turns. But, yeah, so I would say Chessie is a good card. That's also why I changed up the side a little bit. I'll go over that once we go over my side. Then I'm playing one of the Manta Ray, one Oklahoma Octopus, Oklahoma Octofoot. Yeah. Anyway, I'm playing one of the candies, Alpha Gator, to help search out that overgrown city. I'm playing 2 Mishupetsus just because I like how it can deal an extra little bit of damage and fill up your hand. Because if you notice, every single card in this deck is blue, except for the Terras. Everything's water to be able to just, like Moldy would say, machine gun this torrential river. To be able to just go boom, 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 and just keep going throughout your deck. And I feel like bookmarks and New Beginnings, New Year's New Beginnings, put a little chink in your chain. That's like when you have to like reload and stuff, the little pause. So we just keep going until we run out of aura. That's when we need to reload, which seems more realistic than having to dig with colorless cards. I'm playing 4 Sewer Gator just for consistency reasons. I don't want to play too many of them because I don't always have City, but you do have City a majority of the time, especially since we're playing 2 of them and the Alpha Gator. I'm playing 3 Water Babies to substitute for those 1-drops. If those could be Sewer Gators, that would be cool. But the Water Babies are nice too because they help you draw when they die. Then we'll go over to the spells. I'm playing 3 Torrential Rivers, which is going to be the MVP of the deck, I would say. Definitely the MVP of the deck. You can literally sit back, just take some heat, and as long as you get this card in time, you can put things back to square one or help get yourself in that position you need to actually close out the game. 3 Dampens, just because I want to stack my hand as fat as possible, and I don't want to get New Year's New Beginnings. I think there was only one time, really, in the tournament where I was just upset I didn't have the aura up for the dampen, and it cost me the game, but I really had no other choice. I'll be getting some gameplay up soon on YouTube. I went 3-2, and I only lost to Jersey Devils, so that was good. Only lost to JT and Cosmic King, Zane Hill himself, which I lost to Poseidon, the King of the Sea, and I lost to Zane, the Cosmic King. So, we're working on it. We'll get our crown in something eventually. We're just the plus master. We're not royalty yet. So, and then 3 title pulls, which are like the idea why you can kind of get away with not playing the bookmarks, because you have these title pulls, which, I mean, I prefer the title pool, honestly. Bookmarks could be good, but I don't know, because it's only a 1 card exchange. You could play bookmarks and New Year's New Beginnings if you want. This is just what I like. Make sure you guys adjust it to your play style for real. I'm playing 2 Flood the Earth just because this is also a draw card, but I like 2 of them just in case I'm dealing with a deck that really likes to go wide. That way, as long as I can hit 5 aura, I can board wipe them and get myself in a better situation. I'm not too worried about the board wipe, because how I chain the Torrential River, usually that tends to be a board wipe. So then they're expecting me to flood the earth, and then, they play out a little bit to get me, to bait me to play flood the earth. But then I board wipe them with Torrential River, leaving the future potential to flood the earth again, making the deck really threatening. And then River of Time, really good card. Super good. It came in clutch definitely this weekend. So River of Time, super good. And then I'm playing 2 Mermaid Scales and 2 of the Megalodon Tooth just for that ammo for the Torrential River. And then I'm playing 8 Aura just because I want to start off with Aura, and it also gives me some ammo in there. And I figured that 8 Aura was a good number to be able to actually play stuff, because if you max out on 7 and then you lose all your crystals, you kind of get stuck a little bit, and you can't do as well of plays as you'd like, so that's why I like 4. I'm playing 4 Toxic Waters because they're water potions, but also because now I can get rid of Quetz's Flight and his First Strike, and then I can straight hit it with a Torrential River and smack it in the face with a Sewer Gator, and that shit's dead. And same with anything like Spirit or anything like that. Any kind of traits, you can just remove it and knock it out with one of your other beasties. But it also is ammo, free ammo to just help go throughout the deck. So you can Toxic Water the frog, smack the frog, stuff like that. Being able to use the Toxic Water and the Torrential River. Then I'm playing 2 Overgrown Cities and 1 River Terror. The River Terror is mainly just for the Torrential River and the River of Time. And then the Overgrown Cities are not only here just for the Sewer Gators, but they're here for the aura to be able to hit Torrential River sooner. Because as long as we can hit 4 aura, we'll be in a good game state where we can start controlling the board. So that's going to be the main deck. Leave down in the comments what you guys think of it. I'll go over what my side deck real quick was for the tournament. So my side deck was simply just 5 Lightning in a Bottles, 5 Smoky Spirits, 1 Reflection, 2 Crab, and 2 Frogman, which I thought this was really good. Just in case I had the feeling that they were gonna de-spell me or devoid potion me, where the one where it makes it so everything that gets played is colorless, right? Because that'll just mess you up on Torrential River and just basically shut down the machine gun. So if I had the feeling that they were gonna do that, I was gonna side into these cards so that I wasn't reliant on Torrential River and I could just change the structure of the deck. But it turned out a lot of people weren't expecting water, which is interesting. I think there was about as much water as I thought there would be. There was as much fire as I thought there would be. But I think where people really missed out on the opportunity is there was not really any fearsome critter. Sorry about that. I guess my just ran out of storage. Had to fix that up. But yeah, so fearsome critter was lacking. I thought there would be frost. I thought there would be fire, lightning, fearsome critters, and cosmic. You know, pretty much, honestly, my predictions for last month, I think they're still valid. I guess Cosmic's actually a little bit higher than I thought. But it honestly just depends. So I don't know how the water matchup is with lightning too much, because I know that you can get rid of things fairly easy without even having to touch them, but you can still just bring them out of the sky and smack them and kill them anyway. So I do like the lightning matchup. So I do think, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. And I think I'm like pretty spot on to what the meta is. Maybe frost is a little bit like of a surprise factor, honestly, just a little bit. I think it's a lot harder to actually see that deck make it anywhere than you would think. It was just a rare occasion, honestly, in Long Beach, but I also think that there wasn't enough lightning players and fire players to actually have the best result. It seemed like a majority of people didn't want to just go lightning, so, which was kind of what I did, but I had to play with what I had on me. So they didn't want to go lightning, and they just went cosmic instead, to not be the straight meta deck, making it so that there was more cosmic stuff. What does cosmic need to do? It needs to smack you in the face. If it can't smack you in the face, it's not going to win. What does frost do? It stalls. So if you can't if you can stop them from smacking you in the face, you're going to be able to smack them in the face. So it's good stuff. And I think it was just a lack of lightning players, honestly, in Long Beach. So that might be the reason why we saw that. But frost is no laughing matter, honestly. If you don't take frost and the spirit aura types, if you don't respect how they can do stuff and know what they can do, they'll be able to pull one over your head and just flurp you up. So just watch out, consider those things. But as long as you know what they're capable of, you should have a very easy time just stepping over them, in my opinion. One of the other reasons why I took water, the only bad matchup I would say is lightning, and it's not 100% bad matchup, but I also don't know if it's a 50-50 either, which isn't that great. But cosmic is rough. If they get the rollout on you, they're fast. So I could see why it's a good thing to go with frost, but in that sense, fearsome critters would probably be better. And then the only reason why you can't play fearsome critters is because people are playing fire. The reason you can't play fire is because people actually play water, and we actually got some people playing water. instead of probably like, you know, I'm not sure. I wanted the numbers to be able to do this pie chart for Long Beach, but you know, hopefully the next big tournament we'll be able to do that. But I honestly would say probably the same amount at this tournament played water in Long Beach, and there was more people, so fire had a lot easier time getting by. And then there was more fire, so Fearsome Critter had a harder time. So I'm going to go over what I actually changed for the side deck. So I have one more of the Chessies to be able to help with those matchups against water to smack them. I have if I feel like it, the extender of Bloody Bones. I'm just sharing my new ideas because we're not trying to gatekeep ideas with the Jersey Devils, so I'm trying to just share. I'm still going to get the Schmoozicorn updated UFO version up very soon, which will probably be needed to update it again once Seance comes out, but we'll see. So Bloody Bones, just if you don't know, this guy makes it so you can actually play the top card of your spellbook, which is pretty cool when he attacks. So especially since everything is a water page, you'll be able to flip it over and play it. So if it's an aura or if it's a beastie and you have the aura cost for it, you can play it. So he's just an extender. If I feel the need to put that in there, it's kind of just a gut feeling. If I feel that I might be behind or I'm going to be needing to be able to protect my guy without, so it doesn't die by the time it stands up, I have two of the Beaver Sharks now in the side deck. I have an additional river just to deal with people that want to side in Destroy Terra, or against Cosmic decks I might be more willing to do this. Definitely not against water though. And then Lake Terra for that Chessie, just to be able to put that in there to help get a win condition and increase its attack to help get those higher numbers. And then I'm playing 8 cards that are probably different for you guys that I see a lot of potential for. That's why I'm putting them in the side. So I'm playing this Sudden Camouflage here. So this will make it so you can make your Sewer Gators or your Chessies invisible. So this could also, if they're going to be trying, they're gut feeling cards though. That's the problem with this side deck. Like, I have to have a gut feeling. But I went with this because I ended up not siding too much at all with this deck throughout the whole tournament. I didn't really side. So I went with this stuff instead. Just that way I can at least just sight in a couple cards based on a gut feeling. So this will make it so your beastie's invisible to help make it so you can get attacked through, or you can prevent your guy from getting attacked. So stuff like fire, how they're going to be trying to pick away your board, I can react to it actually and give my guy Stone Skin with this, and it's also a quick effect. So I like that a lot. It's very useful, I think, in my opinion. So this is another thing. So when they think that they can just, you know, drop Fresno, smack into Sewer Gator, I can also do something like this, and it'll give my dinosaur, my Sewer Gator, first strike, and I'll be able to smack them back, which is pretty nice. And then I also have this, which will give it Defender. These are all able to be contracted at any time also. So they're like hand traps. And this will give it the Defender trait. So if there's a chance that my Chessie is going to die from a Quetz being dropped, I can play this. My Chessie will be 160 LP now. And when that Quetz goes in to smack me, if I don't get paralyzed, it's going to kill that. It's going to kill the Quetz. So that's why I went and did those. Those are going to be my new sides, and I'm looking forward to trying them out. So we'll just have to see how it works. I'm looking forward to it. I got a participation medal. Ended up getting 10th place in the tournament, going 3 wins, 2 losses. I played two water decks, a cosmic deck, a fire deck, and a frost deck. And they were all really good games. Even the fire deck, there was times where I was just like, oh man, I hope I can hang in here and get my Torrential River and get the game stay in my favor. Because there was a couple feelings where I was like I'm just like the barbecue Sam and a couple lightning in a bottles away from dying here. Hopefully I can get this, and I was able to get it 2-0, so that was pretty nice. Let's go check out the pie chart. So I'm gonna disappear for a Alright, so guys, what we got here. I took the time to make this pie chart. I am super proud of it. Let me know what you guys think, and I would love to see other content creators do stuff like this, and tournaments. If there's someone that can get a judge to be able to get the ratios of the different aura types that were played, I will make the pie chart, and the community can make videos on it. Or if you want to make a pie chart, whatever. I just think this is great content and will help the game competitively in the long run, and also help content creators be able to make content on stuff that people like you want to see. And remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Okay, so let's take a look at this pie chart. The first thing you might notice here is, of course, lightning is the biggest section here, taking up 25% of the tournament. There was 24 casters in this tournament, right? And 6 people were playing lightning. That is making up 25% of the player base playing lightning. The next big slice of the pie chart, which I don't think is very surprising. If anything, that number probably could have seemed bigger. The surprising part was that I didn't run into lightning at all out of 5 matches. The next 2 biggest, they share equally, is we have Flame and Cosmic taking up 20.83%, so about 21% of the player base at this tournament was playing Fire or Cosmic, which would make 5 players, 5 Fire players, 5 Cosmic players. So they were the second most represented deck, those two, Fire and Cosmic, which definitely makes sense. They have, good board state to be able to go wide with Cosmic, along with some cards to be able to remove the quets. And then Fire has a good board state with being able to go wide in the deck build to be able to play cards to get rid of quets. So they both are kind of similar but different in the aspects of the deck building. Then the third, and me being a part of that. By the way, real quick, one of those 5 Cosmic players, he actually got second, and he was playing a Water Cosmic build. Okay, and I would say for Fire, for Flame, it would probably be like a gassy fire deck with the spells, and then also like a dragon build. Like, if you want an example of that, go check out Sad Boy Slaps. He's got a dragon fire deck up on there, and that's what he ended up playing in a little bit of a revised version, which I think he ended up not liking that much. But you can hear personally from him from the Cardboard Colt 2K video he just did. The next one, which would be the fourth one with the highest representation, is water, which this actually surprised a lot of people, but I saw this as very, very likely to happen because one, people were going to play fire, right? And the only problem playing water is that you give the space for people to play fearsome critters, but you can also deal with the fearsome critters because you have Flood the Earth. And you can also take out the Gumbaroos with Torrential River. So the thing about this was, okay, so there was actually, I would say, all 4 water builds were completely different, I would say. That's what I would say. One was kind of a frog control. One was a Chessie beatdown. One was Gassy Torrential River. And then my deck, which would be a Gator River deck. So all 4 water decks were nothing alike, I would say. So that was something really cool to see, on top of water doing really well, actually, I think, in the tournament. JT Poseidon, he actually got 4th place in the tournament with water, which I think was really sick. He just lost it there at the end against that Cosmic Water player. And, you know, sometimes it happens. There's those games where you don't see the Torrential River and it really hurts, and you don't want to say that's why you lose, but it does definitely put some factors into it not being as much. But, so here's something that is surprising. There was 2 Spirit players. Two of them, so that took up about 8.33%, so about 8% being the 2 Spirit players, and one of them is the homie that's a Jersey Devils, so he should be getting a list on Sad Boy Slaps soon. Sad Boy Slaps is going to be going over the rest of the team's deck list, so I'm just going over mine here, and go check them out if you want to go see some more deck lists and stuff like that. Show some love, show some support. And then there was 1 Frost player, which would be 4.17%, and 1 Earth Forest player, which was a Gumbaroo Slide Rock Boulder deck, which was really cool. I just didn't really have the time, and I've been working a lot on the water deck, so I was like, okay, like, the water deck's pretty figured. I have the ratios all good and everything like that. Like, I know what I want to do. I know how to play it really well. So I just went with that. And, but that is something I would want to make, and me and Ghost Bear have been talking about it for a while, is that Earth Forest would be a really good deck to just eliminate Quets, which the only problem it has is Torrential River. Torrential River is like the main deck that would stop this deck, and I think it's going to see some more play. I believe the 3rd place winner of the Dueling Brothers tournament was Water. I'm not sure about the other 2, so I'm looking forward to see some videos on that. But yeah, so Water is starting to pop back up, and I don't know why it left, honestly, because it's always been super good. The only matchup that you have that is a little sketchy is Lightning. So if you play Water, all you have to do is worry about Lightning, and you should be able to get closer to the top tables. And then, especially if you're comfortable with Water. But yeah. that'll be the pie chart, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and catch me on the next one. I'll be getting some of that gameplay up soon. If you don't want to wait for me, you can go check it out on Twitch. That'll be shiny_hoo23. And I hope you guys all have a great day and stay safe out there. Peace.